Hello everyone, welcome to Link and Learn. Today we are going to discuss the binary search algorithm. Consider the array ARR with the following element starting from the index position 0 to 4. In order to apply the binary search algorithm, we have to make sure that this array is sorted. So if the given array is not sorted, you will not be able to perform this binary search algorithm. We need to introduce a few variables in order to perform the binary search. First one, I'm going to introduce k, which is representing the key element that we are searching for. Assume that 89 is the value that you are looking for in the given array. Another variable I'm going to introduce will be s, represent the starting index position of the array, and e, which represent the index position of the last item in the array. Using the start and end value, you are supposed to calculate the midpoint index position using the formula s plus e by 2. You will be wondering, what if the number of items in the array is an even number? So the midpoint will be a fraction, let's say 3.2. So if you are getting a fraction, you will be considering only the integer part. You can ignore the decimal portion. In this case, the value of m will be 0 plus 4, the whole divided by 2, which will be 2 only. So the mid value is pointing toward the index position 2. And now you will compare the value in the midpoint and the key you are looking for. If the midpoint value and the key does not match, there can be two situations. The key might be greater than the midpoint value or less than the midpoint value. If 89 is present in this array, definitely it will be to the right side of the midpoint. We will update the starting point index to the immediate next value of the midpoint, which is 3. In the next step, we will again calculate the mid value, start plus n by 2. That means 3 plus 4, the whole divided by 2. That is 7 divided by 2. You will get 3.5. We need to consider only the integer part 3. So that means the next midpoint is updated to the third index position. Now you will again do the same comparison. You will compare the midpoint value with the key. 89 and 73, it is not a match, so that means we are not able to find the key yet. What is the value? 89. 89 is greater than 73. So if the value 89 is present in this array, it should be definitely to the right of the array. So that means you will update the start point to the immediate next value of the current midpoint. Current midpoint is 3. So 3 plus 1, 4, which is the new starting point. As you can see, the start and end both are pointing to the same location. Again, you will find the mid value, which is 4 plus 4, the whole divided by 2. You will get 4 only. So that means the new midpoint is the fourth index. Again, you will do the same thing, 89 compared with key, and you have a match, and that means you have found the element. If the last element is also not matching with the key, then you can for sure say that the element is not present in the array. That means you need a Boolean variable which will give you a true value if the item is present in the array and a false value if the item is not present in the array. So I am going to introduce that variable as well. Initially, the value should be false. When this particular iteration should be stopped, that is another concern. In this particular example, you can see that the s variable starts from the leftmost one and the e variable starts from the rightmost value, right? In every iteration, you can see that the array is shrinking and at one point start and end is pointing to the same value. So this iteration or this process has to be repeated to a maximum possible extent when s and e are at the same location. S cannot move to the right of E or E can't go to the left of S. Logically, that doesn't make sense. At this point, we should stop this iteration. What if the value that you are looking for is 10, which is on the leftmost side of the array? Let's understand the working. As we already discussed, S points to the starting index position, E pointing to the last index. And then you have to calculate the mid value, which is S plus E by 2, which will give you the index position 2. So this is the mid value, and you will compare 55 and 10. It is clearly not a match, and if the value 10 is present in the array, it should be to the left of this midpoint, right? Because the entire array is in sorted order. That means you are supposed to update E to the immediate left value of the midpoint, which is the first index. So in the next iteration, S is pointing to 0, E is pointing to 1. And you will again calculate the midpoint, 0 plus 1 whole divided by 2. You will get 0 as the midpoint. So you will update the midpoint to the 0th index. Now you will compare the midpoint value with the k and you have a match. Let's understand the pseudocode for the same. The first statement is a set of variable declaration. F is equal to false. That means I'm setting the variable f, which represent the presence of the key element in the array, as false initially. And then setting the s variable to 0, which is the starting index. Setting e to arr.length minus 1. arr.length will give you the capacity of the array, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1 will give you the last index position. And then next statement is getting a value for k from the user. So this is the value that you will be looking for in the array. So k is equal to input, enter a value to search. So the user will be entering a number for searching in the array. Next, we define the while loop. I'm using two conditions in this loop. First one, to check whether you have considered all the elements in the array, and the second one to check whether you have already found the element in the array. So if you have already found the element, there is no need to proceed this loop again. And every time when this loop is executed, I will calculate the midpoint, e plus s divided by 2, and then this if statement will check whether the key is present in the mid position of the array. And if the item is present, you will set the value of f to true. And as you can see, there is no else part for this one. So it will directly jump to the second if else statement. This is a simple if, and next one is an if else block. So here you are checking for a condition. If the key is greater than the mid value in the array, then you are looking for a value which is to the right of the midpoint, right? So you will update the starting position to immediate right value of the midpoint. And if the value that you are looking for is less than the midpoint, that means the value is to the left side of the midpoint. So you will update e to the immediate left value of the midpoint. So e is equal to m minus 1. And once this loop is done, you will have a value in f. If the item is present in the array, then the value will be true, else it will be false. So I am using another if else block here after the loop to check whether f value is true or false. If it is true, you will print item is present, else it will print item not present. Thank you.